What's up guys, today we're playing some Mono White Energy Eldrazi. So we're continuing the trend, playing Eldrazi, playing the energy package, and trying to brew with some of these strategies. So we've already played Mono Black and we've played Orzhov, so today we're just trying Mono White. So even though we are Mono White, the mana can still be a little tricky just like in all the other versions. We're not actually Mono White, we're white with a lot of colorless spells. So because of that, in our land base we're running 4 Caves of Koilos. This taps for wastes, white mana, and then we can tap for black mana if we want to cast Dismember, just to save on a little life. We have One-Eye Ganjo. This is a nice cheesy card that actually catches our opponents off guard a lot this league. We have 4 Temple, 4 Plains, 4 Prismatic Vista to get Plains or Wastes, and then 4 Urza Saga. So Urza Saga is nice because it's an alternate win con. It does get a little awkward because it goes away, and then we can't really cast our spells very easily. For our 1-drops, and the main reason we're running Eldrazi, we have Guided Souls and Ocelot Pride. Anytime you can get this combo out, you're usually going to win the game. We're running a set of Mana Tithe. This helps slow the early game down and can cheese out your opponent early, sometimes later, but you usually want to get this down early. We have 4 Static Prison for removal, which goes really well with Guided Souls. For our Saga targets, we have 1 Pithing Needle, 1 Relic, and 1 Vexing Bauble. To keep up with that tempo plan, we're running a set of Reprieve. This goes really well with Mana Tithe, turn 1 Mana Tithe into Reprieve. Pretty backbreaking. We have a set of Talismans. This is to help ramp into Thought-Knot Seer and your other spells. It helps get around Harbinger, Blood Moon, and it taps for Waste and Plains, so it pretty much does everything that you want. So more on the Eldrazi side, we have a set of Thought-Knot Seer and Kozilek's Command. These are the reasons to be running Eldrazi Temple in the deck. Hand Disruption is very powerful, and as we know, Kozilek's Command is nuts. And then finally, we have 3 March of Otherworldly Light. This is just a very flexible card. Very good at removal. Can hit pretty much anything except for Planeswalkers. For the sideboard, we have 2 Ormchant for combo decks, 2 Purges for red and black decks, 3 Rest in Peace for graveyard decks, 2 Stony Silence for artifact decks, 2 Wrath Disguise for board wipes, 2 Dismember, mainly for white-black, but also creature removal. And then we have 1 Void Mirror and Damping Sphere for combo decks, and Tron. So that is Mono White Energy Eldrazi in Modern. I want to remind you guys that we are part of the MTG Creator Program, so I have lots of play points to give away to our subs. And if you're interested in becoming a YouTube channel member, you get access to cool perks like loyalty badges, cool emotes, and early access to videos like this one. Finally, we are a new Mana Traders content creator, so if you want to save 20% on your first subscription, all the information is in the section down below. So if you want to see more content like this and you want to win some play points, make sure to hit that subscribe button, and let's get in the gameplay. Welcome to match 1 on the play. And we'll keep this hand. We have Temple with Thought-Knots, some removal, K-Command solid. No permission spells yet. We'll lead off on a Temple, just in case we draw another one, we can turn 2 Thought-Knot. Under City Sewers, so this is just Murktide. Play Saga. You could play Plains to hold up March, but they didn't play a 1-drop. If they play Frog, we can always just do something on their turn. We're just going to ride the Saga out, I think. There's a Temple. It's tempting to Thought-Knot here. Let's play Plains. I'm just going to play out Saga, or like ride out the Saga. See if they get another Undercity Sewers, or if they're going to like Bowmasters. Okay, they Sewers. Keep it on top. Let's play Island Go. I'm going to assume this is Bowmasters. Shocker. Another Urza Saga. Guess we'll just float. Go get a Relic. Keep their graveyard clean. Play Urza Saga number 2. And cast Thought-Knot. See if we can take like a counter spell out of their hand. Fatal Push. Sauron's Ransom's really annoying. Fatal Push is annoying. So what's annoying is that they can... So if we take Push, they just... Sauron's Ransom next turn. If we take this, they can just main phase push this. I don't know what's worse. Guess I'm going to take the Push. And just hope that the Ransom's not very good. So the hand's Ransom, 2 lands, Murktide. Not worried about the Murktide because we have Relic. They draw Preordain, that's pretty good. 2 top. They just play Land Go. They're just going to hold up Ransom, probably get a Swamp with this. Caves, not a good draw. I think we do attack. We're winning the race. They just want to chump here, they can. That's what they do. It is tempting to Thought-Knot Seer them. Or just make constructs. 2/2, 3/3. Because if we Thought-Knot Seer them, then they cast Sauron's Ransom. Yeah, let's Thought-Knot Seer them. It'll force them to use it. No, they drew the push? Damn. We took the push, and they drew Preordained Fatal Push. And they better not have drawn Counterspell off of this. I'll lose my mind. Okay, they didn't. They're going to cast Bowmasters? Okay. So that kind of worked out. Like, we get their Ransom. They can't really get in. They have double Bowmasters, so we're never drawing here. Their hand's Watery Grave, Murktide, Mystery card. And they're just casting a... Okay, that's fine. We can just Static Prison this. They shock in the Watery Grave. Jeez, man, their top decks have been fantastic. Alright, we're gonna march this. Draw another Kozilek's Command. Yeah, Bowmasters is making this awkward. We can make a 3/3, but then we have to deal with this, with Static Prison. I kind of just want to make the 3/3, honestly. Get Vexing Bauble. Play Caves. Cast Static Prison. Either Murktide. I'll attack. We have 2 Kozilek's Commands, which are huge. They can't do anything. They didn't play any spells yet, so we don't know if they just have counters or what. Ocelot Pride. We're gonna attack. They go to 5. Wow, okay. Play Ocelot Pride. Do they just have like a counterspell? I don't know. Nothing end of turn either. What if it's like Force of Negation or something? Or it could be a Murktide. No plays. Let's force the issue. We will exile, draw. There's the counterspell. And a Pithing Needle. Let's attack first. Guess we could play Pithing Needle just to make this bigger, but should make a difference. What's our last card? Another Bowmasters. Wow. I'm gonna let that go because we're gonna end up killing one. I just want to see how they block. If they ping, they just ping the cat, sure. I just want to see if they like triple block or something, or just double block here. They quad block. They should have blocked with all. There's no reason. I mean, the only reason not to is so we don't need every Bowmaster, but we're gonna eat some. We'll take some damage. It's okay. Well, no, actually we won't take damage because I don't want to grow this. I'm gonna exile, make spawn, I guess. Doesn't matter what creature we exile. And there you go. So yeah, if we would have played Needle just to grow this bigger, just to play around kind of whatever, hard to say. All right, against Murktide, we want Dismember, we want Purge, and we want Rest in Peace. Reprieve's not the greatest. Mana Tithe can be good early. Needle's not very good. Want all these. Talisman's good for a Harbinger, but that's about it. But I'll take out 2 and try that. All right, on the draw for game 2, and we can't keep this hand. It's 2 lands and their sagas. This is a 1-lander. I'm gonna keep it. Put back Bauble. Hopefully we draw a land. I think mulliganing to 5 against a Thoughtseiz's deck is like brutal. Hopefully they just play Frog into our Mana Tithe. That's kind of best case scenario. They keep a card on top. We'll draw lands, it's fine. Did not draw land. I'm not gonna play out Relic. I'm gonna hold open Tithe. Frog, please. There you go. And they didn't see the Tithe last game, so they don't know about it. Now we can slam Relic. Draw the Rest in Peace. Still no second land. Best land's probably Eldrazi Temple. Guide of Souls. Let's play this out. We have to get through all their removal, so you know they're gonna have a bunch of pushes and Toxic Deluge. Fetch a Surveil land. Keep a card on top. Delta. Do they have the Harbinger? They do. I'm gonna crack this. Try to find a land. No luck. We knew it was a greedy keep, but you'd expect to see at least 1 land in the top like 5 cards. They have 1 black source. Yeah, as soon as they get the swamp, you know they're just gonna Harbinger you. They just go land go. It's actually pretty funny. We're just gonna pass. We're not gonna play into Bowmasters. Just need a Plains. Plains, Talisman, down to 14. Another Harbinger. Temple. Not looking good for us. Plains would be nice. That sucks too, because they're like flooding, and we're having the opposite problem. Dismember. I'm assuming they have a counter for this Dismember. We'll pitch the Static Prison. We will Dismember. Probably lose, we're gonna lose 4 life off this. If they counter this, we'll scoop. Alright. We got cheesed. We'll take out the bubble for 1 more Talisman. We only need 1 target for Saga. Usually you don't get 2 going. And we have so many Plains in the deck that like Harbinger is honestly really bad against us. We just kept a greedy hand. On the play. There's a Plains. Play Vista and pass. Actually, now let's get a Plains and play Ocelot Pride. Because if they want to take their turn 1 to Surveil, then we can get in. Doesn't look like they're going to. Thoughtseizes. See what they take. K command. Makes sense. They know about the Mana Tithe now. Get in for 1. Make a cat. Hopefully they don't have like Deluge. Cameo. I'm going to march that. They don't know about the march. Alright, they let that go. Probably going to Surveil here. We draw Saga. That's pretty good. Drew land. I mean, lands are good here. Temple's probably the best. Get in for this. Like, they couldn't Bowmasters before, so we get in for more. Probably what they were hoping to do. Now they'll probably Surveil. Not going to play around their own Harbinger. There's Sewers. They keep it on top, so they like what they see. Probably just like land Bowmasters for Ocelot Pride. Frog. I mean, I guess we're just going to Purge it end of turn. They knew we had Purge. Another Mana Tithe. Pretty good. Attack for 3. Just getting that chip damage in. Down to 9. We'll just pass. We have 2 Tithes open. We can start making constructs. They just play a land and pass. So we could tap out for a construct. I feel like we do anyway, because even if they have the Bowmasters, we can't counter it anyway. They know we have the Mana Tithe, so they're just like sitting on something. Wow, they didn't do anything. Rest in peace. Float the mana. Now they crack. Curious what they have here. Get Relic. Oh, they just don't want to get needled. I don't even think I want to play Rest in Peace, right? Just use the mana to crack this now, main phase. See if we can find a land. We don't. I think we're just going to hold open double Mana Tithe, honestly. Do they have the Bowmasters? Looks like they do. Sink into super. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do we care about this? Nah, I'm going to let this go. Play Ocelot Pride. Hopefully not get cheesed. We have to tap out of 1 Mana Tithe. Nice, okay. All right, we're going to match 2 on the draw. And we're up against Frog again. I think we keep this hand, though. Against Thoughtseize, I don't want to mulligan, and it's, like, serviceable. Saga's decent. Kozilek's command's pretty good. Draw the Plains, not very good. Let's go fetch a Plains. Play Guide. See if they have the push. Looks like they do. Consider, okay. No plays. Draw Temple. Play Urza's Saga. I don't want to attack into Bowmasters. I'm assuming that's what they have, and we'll see. We're just going to pass. 1 damage isn't worth losing Guided Souls to Bowmasters. Alright, they had the push anyway. I'm assuming they have both. But if they did have Bowmasters, they'd probably use it there. There's Frog. Now we just gotta hope they don't have Force Negation. We draw the Bauble, which is actually hilarious. Let's go Temple. We can't play around Force and Kozilek's Command this. So I think I'm just gonna pass, honestly. Because if we try to kill this now and they do have the Force, we're screwed. I don't think they'd tap out like this if they didn't. Alright, they do attack. Let's make a Construct. Trigger Guide. They're gonna Bowmasters. Yep. Kill this. They give this flying now, so we can't block anyway. No second land. So we're going to float the mana. We're assuming that they have Force Negation. Get Relic. Target them. Play Plains. Play Vexing Bauble. See if this eats the Force. Kind of sucks we drew it, so we couldn't get with Relic, but it's okay. Play Ocelot Pride. Trigger Guide of Souls. And then we'll pass. We do get to make Cat, so we can chump with the cats against Frog. Let's see how many pushes they have. They attack with Frog. They attack with everything. Just the Frog. Alright, we will chump. Now they have like, they should have a push. No push. Static Prism. Let's cast. How aggressive do we want to be? They're stuck in 2 lands, but they have 7 cards in hand. I kind of just want to eat the army token, but then if they Bowmasters, it's awkward. Yeah, let's get Static Prism. Eat the Bowmasters army. Because if they Bowmasters, they didn't have it before. Let's attack with just the cat. They would have used it like a while ago, right? Alright, they just have to push. Alright, let's just exile, scry draw, bottom. Put that on the bottom too. We draw like nothing. They have 6 cards in hand. Even though they're stuck on 2 lands, I'd still say they're ahead. Oh, they find the land. They get in. We're just going to take it. Unless they have another push. Oh, they have Kaito. Man, they always have Kaito. Now they get to Surveil looking for lands. Oh, they just tap this down. We draw another land. That's brutal. I'm just going to sack this, I guess. I don't know. It's like Graveyard versus Force Negation. Let's just sack the Bauble. Find Ocelot Pride. Play land, pass. At least we can make some cats now. They Thoughtseize us. We will Mana Tithe. Make them pay. Oh, they didn't pay. Oh, man, come on. They have the Bowmasters. They eat the cat. Probably should have just cracked a Relic in response, honestly. Alright, we'll just... They get to Surveil. They keep 2 on top. Assuming they have a Force here. Yeah, so we can't kill Planeswalkers with this. That's the only downside. So we just have to pass. Like, maybe we crack Relic and just suck it up here. Probably after we chump with the cat token. We could always just march this and then crack Relic too. Yeah, so we could have attacked Kaito with the cat token and killed it by giving it flying. I was not paying attention. I'd say they attack with everything. I guess we chump here. They can tap down Guide of Souls. They Surveil too. Yeah, we could have attempted to kill Kaito, I guess. I'm assuming they would have had... They have like push in hand or something anyway. But it's something to try. Man, they keep 2 on top again. Definitely not winning this game. These draws have been pretty lackluster. We'll cycle, see if they have another Bowmasters. They do. We're just gonna march this in response. We draw another land into another land. Crazy, huh? Alright, we'll pay 3 this time and then we'll get pushed. Wow, they didn't have it. Unfortunately, we lose the Static Prison now to kill Kaito, but they probably just have another one. They're gonna attack and then Kaito in another one. Oh, they didn't. Thought-Knot's here. Bowmasters, ping us. Cast Thought-Knot. I'm assuming they have a counterspell. Cling. Wow, it lands. Damn, dude, so many Bowmasters. Sink into Stupor. All of these are like losing lines here. They bounce Thought-Knot, they get in with everything. I guess we take the sink. Their hand is Bowmasters, Spell Snare. Can attack for 3. Oh, they have 1 more card in hand too. I'm just gonna pass. I don't think getting it for 3 is gonna really do anything. I just want to prevent them from drawing more cards. It was a land, okay. Surveil. Force to the yard. They top deck the push. Ugh. And they're definitely gonna attack with Frog, right? We'll block. Make them discard their hand. Ah, they drew another Frog too. Bowmasters, yeah. Yeah, we'll scoop. We just did absolutely nothing that game. Alright, we're gonna side just like we sided before. Purges, Rest in Peace, Dismember. Out like that. Out Reprieves. 2 Talismans. A Needle. All we need is Relic. We'll try that. Alright, on the play. This hand's terrible. We're gonna mulligan. We'll keep. This hand's also kind of bad, but can't throw this back. Go Plains, Ocelot Pride. We can get a waste here. We go Scalding Tarn. They push there. We draw the Temple. Play Vista and pass. Hopefully we can actually get a good game here. Thoughtseize. Doesn't look like it. They take K-Command. Draw Saga. It's not the worst. For a land, it's not the worst thing possible, but now they know about a Ganjo. Play Scalding Tarn, crack it. They have the Harbinger. Draw Guide of Souls. Play Temple, and just pass. They don't have a Swamp. I mean, we'll kill this, I guess. It's a kind of like a 3-mana land destruction, so they don't really care. Rest in peace. Guess we'll just play that out. Wish I had a double white to double spell. So that lands. See what they do at end step, probably Bowmasters. Yeah, into Kaito. Yeah, I don't think we're beating these draws with like our draws. There's really not much to say about this game though, I don't know. Short of not attacking Kaito that one time that we could have. Yeah, we're just just gonna scoop it up here. There's like no way. Game 3 on the play. We have Mana Tithe, Reprieve, kind of a controlling hand. We'll try it. Start off on a Plains. They go Flooded Strand, pass. Thought Not Seer, okay. So now we can Thought Not Seer next turn with Mana Tithe backup, which is pretty cool. Thundering Falls. I'm gonna assume this is Izzet Prowess. All we've been facing today is either Izzet Prowess or Murktide. Flooded Strand. Still nothing. They crack at our upkeep. They're gonna ice us? Worm's Chant. Interesting. Play Temple, pass the turn. So you could play Caves, so that way you can have Reprieve and Mana Tithe, but we're just going to tie this to Fairy here. Read them like a book. Pretty obvious sequencing here. And now we get to play Caves, Thought Not Seer them, and hold up Reprieve. It's always funny when they don't like... It's always funny when they have to like figure out what card that is. Talisman. Play Caves. Play Thought Not Seer. Maybe we can steal like a Wrath Disguise or something in hand. That lands. Supreme Verdict, Counterspell. So their hand's pretty good. I mean, I feel like we have to take the Supreme. It's pretty annoying. And then we'll pass. We'll reprieve their Narset. See if they shock that in. They do. They Narset. We'll reprieve it. It's pretty much like a Time Walk. Mana Tithe. Okay. We can actually Kozilek's Command on our turn. Get a Plains. Do we want to do it for 3? I think that should be fine. Because we can open Mana Tithe and something else. Holy moly. Oh, that's really funny. I mean, Ocelot Pride can be amazing, but then if they Worm's Chant, Supreme Verdict, or Wrath, or what's it called? Put everything to the bottom. Man, Triple Cat is hilarious. I am gonna say no to all of these. Reprieve. Could play out Talisman here. I'm just gonna pass. They play Field of Ruin. Narset. I'm gonna reprieve that. I'm not gonna use the spawn. Another Plains. Alright, so our draws have been pretty god-awful. Again, we could have kept both cats and maybe gone ham, but I don't know. Island. Their hand's still double Narset. Now they can play Narset with Counterspell back. Oh, wait, can they? Yeah. Okay, one Narset down. See what they find. They're at 6. Maybe we should have been more aggressive. They find Days Undoing. We're going to counter that. Good top deck for them. Or good draw with Narset. Damn, dude. We cannot catch a break. Another land. Now I'm just like really wanting to keep the cats. We have to attack them, right? Yeah, let's attack them. Because we're going to just Static Prison this. They're going to play another one, but it's okay. It's going to fetch this now. Gonna waste. I just can't believe how like poorly we've drawn this league. Even the game we won, it was just not good. They down tick. They find Path to Exile. Jeez, okay. They path us. We will search for the last basic. They do have Counterspell up 2 now. We're literally just going to lose with them at 2. Draw Reprieve. Yeah, we can't do anything. So yeah, in hindsight, I guess we should have kept the cats. Damn. But then if like they draw a sweeper, then we regret keeping the cats. So it's like, whatever. They find a Counterspell, so they have 2 counters now. Now they're going to start to Fairy. Reprieve. They're going to Counterspell it, and then we're just going to like lose. Pretty unfortunate. We're just flooded way too hard. We draw Kozilek's Command. They're tapped out of Counterspell mana, actually, so let's do this. Unless they have like a Force or something crazy. They had nothing. We want like all of these. Let's see. Needle's decent against Narset. Bottom these. Bottom Static Prison. I think I want like... Too bad we can't get like all of these. They are going to get Narset back. So let's top. Oh no, we can't draw with Narset. Forgot about that. All right, we set up our hand at least. Too bad this is doing nothing. Oh, they're going to force us to shuffle too. Oh, that's brutal. Oh no. Oh, that sucks. Yeah. And we've drawn all our basics because our draws have been trash. And we have to use Kozilek's Command there because they have a Teferi out. All right, 2. As long as we don't draw any more lands. Another Kozilek's Command. And March doesn't hit Planeswalkers, which sucks. I guess we're just going to do this and set up our draws. I'm not going to use the spawn just because if they counter it, then we don't get them back. And they're like 100% going to counter this. And now they have a full Narset. All right, they find Teferi. We'll just scoop it up. Crazy, man. All right, for this matchup, we want... What do we want? We don't really have anything for this matchup, honestly. Could argue Rest in Peace is something. March is pretty bad. Maybe bring in 2 Rest in Peace. I don't even know if they're like a Snapcaster deck or even like a Graveyard deck. It doesn't look like it. Maybe like Worm's Chant over that. I'm gonna try that. I'm not gonna bring in Stony Silence just for like the 1 of Isochron Scepter. Maybe they have 2. All right, we'll try this. We don't have any pressure, but we have a lot of control here. Let's go Caves Pass. They Surveil. Keep it on top. Saga. Let's get that going. Tap land. Another Saga. I'm gonna save that for a sec. Flooded Strand. All right, if they're not doing anything, we're gonna make spawn or make constructs. See if they do anything when we tap out. Doesn't look like it. Let's float the mana. I don't want to tap out. We didn't draw a white source, which sucks. So Pithing Needle can name Narset. Let's name Narset. Play Saga. Play Talisman. They could have Solitudes as well, so they don't really care about this. We can hold up Tithe and Reprieve though. And it looks like they're playing around Mana Tithe, but not playing their 3-drop. They just path it. We'll search. Go to Plains. And I'm not gonna like counter that. They have the Teferi. Let's Reprieve first. See if they have something. Okay, Mana Tithe. It was tempting to Mana Tithe to make them fetch, but I'd rather get the card draw. Just another land, not very good. Go Plains, play Talisman. I'm just gonna continue to complain that these draws have been god-awful. Like, yeah, we were drawing the counterspells to kind of slow them down, but it's just like all this. Now they get to play Teferi and bounce, whatever. Just gonna use all the tithes, I guess. Just so awkward. Just tap them out. See if they want to bounce or if they uptick. Not looking good though. See if they bounce Saga. Talisman. They must have a Solitude. They didn't even bounce the untapped Talisman. Dude, come on. You guys are seeing this, right? Just these draws have been atrocious. Make a construct. Get Vexing Bauble. Play Wastes. Play Talisman. Attack Teferi. Assuming they have like Dress Down or something, they don't really care about these constructs. They definitely have like something. Unless it's just hardcast Solitude. Just a fairy. So they can down tick on one. They don't. Kind of scary. They untap. I guess they have like paths or something. Just some form of removal. Mana Tithe. Let's get Static Prison. See if that eats something. We'll attack them. Wow, they have nothing? Play another land. That's crazy. What's in their hand? Watergrave tapped. Like, they have to have something. There's no way. 7 cards in hand. Gaia Reach. Narset. Pay the 1. I'm going to do this because I don't want them to find Supreme Verdict, because we can't counter Supreme Verdict. I'm not sure what 3 mana sweepers they have. Days Undoing. Okay, well, they're tapped out and we have Vexing Bauble in play, so we'll attack for lethal. Weird game, man. I don't know how we pulled that out. Urza Saga for the win, man. Guess we just run it back and hope to get lucky again. All right, game 3, and we're going to keep this hand. We have double Mana Tithe, Saga, Ocelot Pride. I feel like if we lose with this hand, then, like, I don't know. I feel like this is a pretty solid hand. Double Ocelot Pride. I'm going to lead off on that, too. We're only worried about their 3-drops. If they kill this, so be it. There you go. Get a Plains. You can actually Thought Knots here them. Double Ocelot Pride. Do we want a Thought Knots here? I think we do. That lands. Oh boy. So we could take the Lorien Revealed, so that way they don't have a guaranteed land 3. If they do have a guaranteed land 3, they down tick. Oh, this is gonna be crazy actually. Or we take Teferi. Man, this is close. Teferi or Lorien? I'm gonna take Teferi. It's really tempting to take the Lorien there, especially because they didn't cycle it. The reason I'm not is because they're not gonna Brain Surge on their turn and we have double Mana Tithe. Okay, they're not going to, that's cool. So they have Counterspell, Brain Surge, and something else. We draw Orm's Chant, play Saga, attack. Man, I really want to play out these Ocelot Prides, but we have to counter the Brain Surge here, and then counter one more thing. I'm just going to pass. Yeah, this is tough. Like, we're definitely going to counter this, and then I don't want them to untap and like slam Teferi or something. They find a land, they play it tapped. We know they have Counterspell. Third Ocelot Pride. I'm just going to pass. We can make a construct and hold open Mana Tithe. Make a construct, Reprieve, make a construct, they have Vexing Bauble, attack for 7. So it's like really tempting to Orm's Chant them at their upkeep. I think we do that. Cast Orm's Chant. So they can't like Verdict us or anything. Like they can counterspell this. Okay. Tap land. So they have to lose here. There's nothing they can do. Pitch Solitude, draw Temple, attack. I guess they could Path, but like they need a lot. Wow. Yeah, they just play to the end, I guess. But can't believe we got there, man. That game was just, I just complained the whole time, and we'll take it. All right, match 4 on the draw. This hand is not very good. Like, we have all these cards, but nothing to, like, synergize with. No Eldrazi Temple, no Plains. We have a white source, no Pride. Let's mulligan. This is a 1-lander. I'm going to keep a 1-lander. I really hate going to 5, especially with this deck. Against Burn. I mean, if we can draw Guide Pride, we should be able to win. Plains. Let's pass. I'm just going to March Pitching Reprieve. I don't want to play out Ocelot Pride and they just like Searing Blaze it or kill it immediately. I want to get some value out of it. Really hoping we hit a land though. It's going to it's gonna feel pretty bad if we don't. They fetch. I'd like it if they win all in on this. Okay, cool. They attack. We're gonna pitch Reprieve, exile Swift Spear. They suspend Riftbolt. Oh, we draw the land. That's pretty big, actually. Play Talisman. And I don't want to play out Ocelot Pride. We'd take 1 damage and then Riftbolt just kills it. It's tempting because if it's coming at the cat, it's not coming at us. But, yeah. And they just pass. Draw Temple. Play Eldrazi Temple. Let's Thought Knot. It'll take a burn spell out and it will make a blocker. And depending on what we see, we can Ocelot Pride. Probably gonna get Boros Charmed, yeah. Oh my god. Yeah, so we're kind of dead here. That's like the nuts, huh? So we're gonna take a Skullcrack, play Ocelot Pride. So they can just hold up Skullcrack. They draw the land. They're gonna suspend Riftbolt. That sucks, they have so many Skullcracks in hand. We'd be pretty good if they didn't have that. They're gonna Skullcrack at upkeep. Yeah. We will float. Get Vexing Bauble. Counter the, what's it called? Well, Kozilek's Command. Hopefully find something. Hopefully Guide Pride. Nice. Bottom, 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 top. We'll attack. We're not going to gain life. Riftbolt's countered. Love it. So they need to either kill the cat, or if they draw a land, they're screwed. Static Prison. Alright, let's attack. Gain some life. Does the cat connect? Oh my god, they drew Searing Blaze? Ugh, that's brutal. Let's sack this. Okay. So we're going to look for another cat. We need double white, so let's keep that open. X equals 4. Come on, cat. Oh my god, dude, we bricked. Crazy. All these on the bottom. Oh, wait. Oh, sorry, guys. We should have just played Guide of Souls and then did that and then just gained 4 life. Oh, no. That's my bad. I was so focused on cat that I just, like, zoned that out. All right, I'm just going to hold Guide in hand, I guess. You could play it out. They might kill it. They might just target us because we're only at 4. But yeah, we just totally punted that. That's so, like, embarrassing. Draw Mana Tithe. I guess we should be playing it out because that's like another attacker now. And we'd actually just win. We would have just won this game if we played Guide of Souls last turn. It's so sad. All right, play Guide. Do they have the end step? They have Lightning Bolt. All right, so it's literally going to come down to a top deck here because we messed up. They don't play it immediately, and they have the Skullcrack. Oh my god. Yeah, we just punted that away. Brutal, man. All right, against Burn, we want Celestial Purge. Relic out, Needle out, and try that. That sucks. That was a free win too, man. All right, on the play this time. Let's try not to punt our wins away. This hand is medium. Turn one Plains from March, pitching Reprieve. Nah, that's mulligan. And this is a no-lander. God. All right, we'll keep this. Put back Plains and K-Command. Go Plains. We're just going to tithe whatever creature they play. Goblin Guide, tithe. Yeah, if we went on a mulligan to 5, that'll be impressive. Play Waste and Pass. Now if they play another creature, we can march it. I mean, if they're stuck on a 1-lander, that would be ideal. March that. That's nice. They're on a 1-lander. We're drawing lands, which is nice. I'm not going to play out Guide of Souls yet. They find the second land. We'll just get a Plains. Draw Thought Knot. Now we need another land. End of turn, Boros Charm. Eldrazi Temple would be the best draw. Lava Spike. Suspend Riftbolt. Reprieve. Let's play Guide of Souls. Just hold up Reprieve for Riftbolt here. They target us to prove it. Draw the land. They targeted us with Riftbolt instead of Guide of Souls. They draw a 3rd land. Hopefully it's not Searing Blaze. Boros Charm. Skewer. So they have a Riftbolt in hand. We're going to take it. Cast Thought Knot. God, their hand's so good. We have to take Skullcrack. Hard cast Riftbolt. I don't know what can get us out of this, to be honest. We'll attack. We can't cast Kozilek's Command. Pretty awkward. Goblin Guide. We will Reprieve this. This was like the worst card they could have drawn. We drew another land? God, that sucks. And another land. And to Skewer, yeah. Alright, final match. On the draw, and we'll keep this hand. We have some early interaction. Bleachbone Verge. So we're up against Black-White Temple. Let's go Caves Pass. Luckily we don't care about our graveyard. Gotta figure out what we're gonna Mana Tithe. They do nothing. Draw an actual Plains. Let's go Temple Pass. End of turn failure. Let's just Reprieve that. Because it has Flash, I like reprieving instead of countering. Draw Static Prism. Shadowy Backstreet. So if they're smart, they just cast it now. They choose not to. Play Vista. Crack Vista. Plains. Cast Ocelot Pride. No, just pass. We're going to Mana Tithe the Philia this time, though. They put Solitude in the yard from the Surveil. So now we're, like, tapped out. Play Courtyard. Put Overlord. So now they can get back Philia, Solitude. Yeah, it's Philia or Solitude. I wonder if they just get back to Solitude. Philia, okay. Overlord ticks down, and Needle. Needle can aim Relic. Let's go Plains. Attack for 1. They have the Solitude. Do they have the Ephemerate? They do. So this sucks because now we can't play Thought Knot out. So we can Static Prison this. They only have 1 card in hand though. I'm just gonna pass. I'm just gonna end up turn Kozilek's Command. Hope that they don't do too much. Like maybe we should have played Needle when they were tapped out. They get in for 3. They have the Catchermose too. That's gross. Draw some cards. They Shock and Bog. Let's Exile and Scry Draw. They're gonna get to draw a lot of cards here, but it's okay. So they can crack Relic if they want to draw a bunch. And then I think they draw with this as well. Do they have the Ephemerate? Oh, okay. No. Maybe we want Guide. I think we want like Guide Pride, right? Let's say yes, yes. They just draw a million cards. Play that. Cast Thought Knot. They have the Solitude. They have the Catchermose. I think we take the Solitude because they're probably going to play out Catchermose. We can just exile it. Play Guide of Souls. They have the Witch Enchanter, so I don't really want to play out Pithing Needle right now. So let's just pass. They can also blow up Static Prison, which would be terrible. We also can't block because then they can Bowmasters us. They get a Surveil land. They top deck the Fatal Push. That's really unlucky. Yeah, I don't think we're winning this game. It sucks because we're a creature deck, and this is just like mono creature removal deck. So I do not foresee us winning this Saga. And we just have to pass because we know they have Bowmasters. They flash them in. Down to 11. The only way we can pull this out is if Kozilek's Command finds us something insane. Oh, they're going to Witch Enchant my Saga. All right, let's just Scry Draw. We're going to get pinged from Bowmasters, but fine. We maybe could have done that prior to this also. No, no. Guide's decent. Let's go top, top, top. We gain a bunch of life. See if they want to ping a spawn or not. Nah, they just ping us. Back up to 16. Down to 15. We take 5. They have another Baelmerk. They mill over a Witch Enchanter. This is going to come off suspend soon. Play Guide of Souls. Thought Knot Seer. Gonna take Catchermose. Attack with Guide of Souls. Just stack them up, man. Hit for 5. This is going to come off suspend, so it's kind of annoying. Are they going to attack with this? They attack with everything. So let's just block here. I don't want this coming back from Overlord. Block like that. Sacrifice here. Assuming they're attacking like that to get things back. Do they have to push? Again, dude. Damn these lucky top decks. Crazy. What's funny though is that they didn't push the Guide. So this comes off suspend. We know their hand is double Witch Enchanter, and we know we're drawing this. Cast Kozilek's Command. We can't win this turn, right? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. It's close. Do we need to leave up some white? We could kill Overlord. Maybe that's the play. Yeah, I think we have to kill Overlord. We can make a bunch of spawn to trigger Guide of Souls. I think that's fine. Because they just have double Witch Enchanter in hand. That means we can't Static Prison or anything. Get to gain 10 life. Oh, I guess that's dumb. If we're going to do this, we should have just tapped for everything. That's my bad. Man, it's late. It's late, guys. Attack with both. But yeah, we should have done it for 2 more. 2 here, there. Another Bowmasters. Oh, they must have played it as a land then. That was their top deck. They ping us. Down to 3. We'll just pass. They have 1 top deck. And they scoop. Yeah, so they shouldn't have targeted the Thought Knots here. I can't believe we pulled that off. Crazy. All right, against black-white, we want Dismembers, we want Wrath the Skies, Celestial Purge, Rest in Peace, honestly. We want a lot. Needle can hit Relic, but that's about it. Static Prison 100% comes out. Let's see if we want all this. Even Reprieve's medium, especially on the draw. Vexing Bulb is good against Solitude. March hits Catchermose. Dismember hits Catchermose. Wrath does not. When March, maybe we don't need 3 Rest in Peace. We have the Relic also. Down like a Reprieve on the draw. Let's go down 2 Reprieve. Kind of an interesting hand. It's a 4-lander, but we have Thought Knot Seer, Mana Tithe counters, Reprieve. We'll try it. This can get Ophelia. Turn 1 Relic. Purge is good. Go Caves, pass. If they have nothing, we'll just go Saga. All right, they're just going to Surveil. Another Mana Tithe. I'd like another white source so we can double white spell. See if they have the Ophelia here or not. They do not. That's good for us. Hopefully they just play Catchermose here. They keep a card on top. Yeah, Catchermose would be the best card right now so we can counter it. Overlord. Let's Reprieve that. Thought Knot Seer. So now we can Thought Knot Seer. Probably going to do that and take the Overlord. Caves. Maybe they have like a Solitude Ephemerate. If they do, that's not like the biggest deal. Oh, wow. Okay. They do have the Ephemerate. I think I'm going to take the Overlord. They're going to... Oh, man. It's close. Because we can... They have the land, too, so they can draw a bunch of cards with Catchermose. That's the issue. And then they have the Ephemerate to save it. So we have to take it. If they didn't have Relic, I wouldn't care as much. But because they have Relic and we're tapped out... Alright, they play Overlord. Hopefully no good hits. They hit Philia. They take Philia. I like this because let's see if they're just not learning with casting it. Another Temple. We'll float. So Bauble or Relic here. I'm gonna go Bauble. We'll play Temple. Cast Thought Knot. They're gonna flash in Philia. And there she is. Wrath the Skies. Ugh. Alright, so what sucks about Philia is that she can blink a Thought Knot, but then it comes back and we still get to draw. It's kind of like a weird interaction. 1, 2. Wrath isn't that scary right now, but it can be. They need a lot of mana to X equals 4, and then we can just Mana Tithe it. I'm gonna take the Flicker Wisp, I think, and then I'm gonna purge the Overlord. So their hand is Ephemerate, Wrath the Skies. We'll attack. Shields are down for 1 turn. They can crack Relic if they want. See if they want to flicker a Thought Knot to draw a card. They flicker Bauble. If they top deck Solitude, I'm going to lose my mind. I can't believe they top deck Solitude. That is friggin' absurd. What a joke. Ugh, that's insane, man. Oh, God. That's brutal. Play Saga. That's crazy, man. Alright, they attack. I'm assuming they target their Relic now to make this bigger. They target Bauble again. I think that's fine. Thoughtseize. Yeah, that's fine. Probably take the Purge. Yeah, that's crazy. They were literally like dead and they top decked this. It was like the nuts. Into Emperor. Yeah, they've just drawn like 3 bangers in a row. We can't even make constructs because Philia just kills it. Just gonna crack Bauble. Plains. Rest in Peace. A little late. Play Caves. Play Rest in Peace. We could have just played Plains instead of Caves. Save a life. It stops them from getting anything back. They crack Relic. Yeah, unless we draw like 3 runners in a row, we're not gonna beat 7, 8, 9 damage a turn. It's a 2-turn clock. They probably target Rest in Peace. Oh, they target their Solitude. That makes sense. All right, we'll take 4. Like, we could make a construct and chump. I think Solitude comes back, and then we can make a construct. Yeah, make a construct. Just a little 1/1. Guide of Souls. Another construct. I guess it doesn't matter, because they just attack through this. To 3. We'll draw and see what we draw. Plains. Nah. Man, that's crazy. We had that game, too. That friggin' top deck Solitude. I mean, do we want the March? Because it's really just like the creatures, but like Solitude. Maybe like out of Wrath for a March. All right, final game of the night. Let's see what it looks like. It looks terrible, so we're gonna mulligan. We will keep this, put back a Relic, start with the Plains, maybe fake that we have a Mana Tithe. We're not gonna be doing anything turn 1 anyway. There's the Mana Tithe, actually. Okay. Play Temple. Looking for lands for Kozilek's Command. They Surveil. Plains to the Yard. Arid Mesa. Another Dismember. Maybe we should have used the Kozilek's Command end of turn, actually. But if we tap out and they have Philia, but then we just dismember it. Yeah, I don't know. We have 2, so we probably should have done that. Make sure we had a land. They keep a card on top. I guess we'll do it this turn. Probably have like Bowmasters too. They even Interrupter. Damn. Okay. Still no land. Do we have to kill this if they have Ephemerate? I don't know. I think we do. Because if we cast something and they just Ephemerate it for 1 mana, then we're just screwed. It's going to be a really bad way to lose just missing land drops. You're not going to go to 5 with that hand. They have the Catcher Moose, of course. We will Dismember. See if they have the Ephemerate. They do not. We do not draw a land again. We'll cycle here. We should have cycled last turn for a land. They get a tap land. 5 mana. I don't want to tap out. My God, dude. This is so sad. Flicker Wisp. They target a land just to make things even harder for us. Could have maybe reprieved it. Comes back. Ephemerate. Definitely gonna Kozilek's Command now when they target this. X equals 1. Wrath the Skies to the Yard. Another non-land. There's a land. So let's cast Rest in Peace. Casting Rest in Peace because they have 5 mana, so they can hard cast Balemark. Even if they don't, whatever. So they can Ephemerate this. I don't really care. They choose not to. They just want to get in some damage. Down to 8. Relic. It's in their hand. I think I'm gonna march this, I guess. Pitch Reprieve. Hoping they don't have another Ephemerate. They do. Now they get to exile a land. God. Not working out for us. Could have timed it differently. Guide of Souls. I'm just gonna pass. So if we would have done that like when they were more tapped out, or like if we had thought it through, like we could do it now. I think we didn't before because we wanted to hold up something. Now they get in for 3 again. I think we're gonna try again. Pitch Guide. Or did we not have to pitch Guide actually? Ugh, we didn't have to pitch Guide. Oh no, we had to pitch Guide. We just overtapped. They have the Ephemerate again. 3 Ephemerates. At least we save damage. That's wild. And they have Witch Enchanter. Draw Wastes. Cast Thought Knot. So they can flicker Thought Knots here. Oh my God, yeah. Yeah, they've just been holding the Solitude. They've had Ephemerate Solitude this whole time, which is pretty disgusting. They flicker that, flicker Thought Knot. Get in for 2. Play Philia. Yeah, we're definitely not winning this one. Our draws were just like too anemic. And they have triple Ephemerate. Like, You're never being that. Push. Take push. I mean, draw Talisman. Yeah. All right, so that was Mono White Energy Eldrazi. So that league did not really go the way we wanted it to. Other than the obvious pun against burn, these games just felt like pretty awful. It's hard to say based off of one league if it's the deck or if we just drew poorly or if our opponents drew really well. I think with this deck, the mana is a little awkward, even though we're like mono-colored, we still have waste to worry about. There didn't feel like there were too many games where we had a good amount of lands, a good amount of counters, and a good amount of pressure. It was really hard to balance all those things this league. I'm really curious as to what you guys think about the deck. Feel free to leave a comment in the section down below, always down for some constructive criticism. But that'll do it for me. Thank you so much for watching. If you're enjoying the content, make sure to hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you next time. Peace.